Good morning everyone, how are you doing? I'm Wayne McKenna, the Walking Dad. Listening and welcome to my third podcast. In this podcast, I'll briefly talk about the cost of walking and how it can be done on a tight budget. I'll be talking and considering it as if you've already got some basic walking gear. So first on my list, misconceptions. You may be forgiven for thinking that hiking is reserved for middle class people or folk from privileged backgrounds. This is simply not the case. Walking is for everyone. Walking is relatively uncomplicated. In most cases, it's as simple as Google a route, drive to it, and walk it without any charge. As mentioned in our first podcast, some of the more managed walks and trails have a chargeable car park. The parking fee generally goes towards the upkeep of the paths on the trail, etc. Fuel costs. If you stay local, it can be reduced. If you walk from your house, it's completely free. If you travel further afield, like to the Lake District, then fuel may be a consideration, and you could be looking at, say, £20 in petrol or diesel, depending on where you live. A good tip is to get 4 people in one car and then split the bill. Next point, pre-coster. This may sound a little odd, but in my family and among my walking buddies, we take it as almost a ritualistic visit to a coster en route wherever we can. I love coffee, and it's full of great feel-good chemicals. It's a natural source of caffeine, which is great before a walk, and it tastes great. While there, we generally get a sweet snack and perhaps a breakfast bap. They also do babycinos that used to be around 50p, which is a small hot chocolate for the kids, but now I'm told that they're free of charge. Stopping at a coster is an unnecessary cost, but we fully consider it as a treat. Dinner. I simply bring a packed lunch. That way you can have exactly what you want and keep the cost down. I would also highly recommend bringing a flask along, as a warm drink halfway around the trail or on top of a mountain is a real treat. I'd also bring plenty of small snacks along the way for the kids. I bring a bag of berry mix, raisins, etc., and even some of the 30p packets of cherry jellies, which are sweets, which you can get from any supermarket. As an added tip, I'd bring a fresh bottle of water and leave it in the car for your return journey, as it can be a very welcome convenience. My boys both have flasks, which allow them to take soup on colder days, which they absolutely love. Next point, tea cabins en route. Quite a few walks, especially the managed trails, have either a little cafe or a hut selling hot drinks, ice creams and refreshments along the way. They can be great for a winter warmer or to cool you down in summer. Next point, tea rooms or cafes or a pub lunch afterwards. This can be one of the main expenses, but it's not necessary. If you're lucky enough to be walking in the Lake District or the Yorkshire Dales, then you'll have at least 1 or 2 great food pubs in any village that you pass by. A quick check on TripAdvisor from your smartphone will tell you all you need to know about the quality, service and price. Most pub meals in the lakes and dales are the same as you'd find in your own town, the same price. Walking gear and equipment. I'll talk about walking gear in far more detail in future podcasts. There you have it, so check out my website or Google Good Family Walks near you. In the next podcast, I'll be talking about the first walk. I've been the Walking Dad. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe. Get out walking and carry on being awesome dads.